Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you from the beautiful Black Hills on Nemo Road, westbound out of Rapid City, on a beautiful Monday, July 25th, 2022. Now granted, you're seeing this later, but hopefully this video will find you doing well. Just enjoying one of my, well, my last Monday ride due to a new job, and kind of some, enjoying some of the slower days before the Sturgis Rally kicks off here in a few weeks. Because even though, things change, they say the more things change, the more they stay the same. Yeah, a lot of things change, but a few things still remain. The Black Hills is still a popular spot to go. The Sturgis Motorcycle Rally is still one of the most popular rallies in the world. And they're going to show up, the bikers are going to, and motorcyclists are going to show up, and they're going to make the hill their own personal playground. Starting the first Monday of August. Or not Monday, but Friday. So, speaking of change, there's been a lot of things that have come up, and a lot of things have changed, it seems like, in the last year or so. I mean, inflation sucks, and the world sucks, and everybody's an idiot, and blah, 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 blah. Typical, Everybody's pissed off, right? But, you know what? Like I said, things change, things come and go. I look at it this way. You gotta enjoy things when you got them. Because you never know when things are going to change and you won't have them anymore. So, that's why I say soak up life. But so, anyways, some changes, especially the Goldwing wise. Couple big changes coming out. So we're going to start with the confirmed one first. The Goldwing Road Riders Association is ceasing to exist at the end of this month. They announced it at wOrLd this year, which honestly, you think about it, it's kind of sad because of what Goldwing Road Riders Association used to be, how big it was, how many members they had. I mean, at one time it was the premier Goldwing motorcycle club, or association, excuse me. But as things change, decline in numbers, decline in membership, and boom, no more Goldwing Road Riders Association. I mean, I will hand it to them. I give them credit. They saw it and knew that they weren't going to be able to right the ship, and they just got out of it, which sometimes I think there's value in that, because it's been my experience over the years. The more you let things fester and don't do anything about it, eventually it's not going to end well for anybody. So they just basically, they pulled the band-aid and said, yep, we're done. Like I said, I give them credit for that. That being said, I feel like that they kind of did it to themselves in a way. And I know, just like everything else, us millennials are going to get blamed for it because it's always our fault. And it is what it is, whatever. I'm not going to get into a millennial versus baby boomer fight here. I'm just not going to do it. Which, by the way, I am a millennial, but did you know that there's millennials that are now 40 years old and over? So just keep that in mind. We can stop just assuming that every 18-year-old's millennial, because they're not. They're a whole different generation from us. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. Goldwing Road Riders Association. I feel like they did it to themselves, and I don't think the association did it to themselves. I think the members did it to themselves. Because I'd been hearing for years the complaints and the whining about how wingding isn't what it used to be, and not many people go, and it's too expensive to reserve it, and the vendors all suck, and wOrLd magazine is nothing but ads, and blah blah blah. At least that's what I noticed from the outside looking in. It just seemed like a bunch of people whining about stuff. So frankly, you know, I'd entertain joining them for a while, but I saw enough of the belly aching from its own members to think, well, hell, why would I even join it? I mean, granted, you got whining everywhere, but man, when you hear so much belly aching, you're just like, you know what? I don't think I want to join that. And really, I've taken a different path in my affiliation with motorcycle clubs or groups. But still, you know, you hear that and you're just like, why would I join it if all the guys that I know are members, you know, complain about it all the time? So, and I think it's a product of the reality we live in now is, well, people aren't into those things anymore. Frankly, the mentality now is it's kind of a, I do what I want. I ride my own ride. I'm a lone wolf. I don't want to deal with the group drama, you know, all that stuff, you know. And honestly, I'd argue, do you really need to be in a riders association to meet other riders anymore? I mean, you really don't. I mean, frankly, just look up Facebook, you know, just all you gotta do is go on Facebook, search poker runs or motorcycle bike nights, and there you go. You got all your fellowships with motorcyclists you can barely need, or you could need, and really, you ain't gotta worry about dues or anything else. You show up, you pay your 20 bucks for the poker run, or you buy your couple beers you're gonna buy for the bike night, and there you go. I mean, you can make it as much as you want to make it, you know. And I do see that. I think the other associations, I think they're going to start meeting the same path. The notable exceptions, I think, will be probably, obviously, Hog. I don't think Hog's going anywhere, because that would take a complete failure in the death of Harley Davidson, and I don't see that happening. So I don't see Hog really going anywhere. And as far as BMW, I don't really see theirs going anywhere otherwise anywhere either. But as far as the other ones go, I think they're all on borrowed time. I think if they haven't shut down yet, they're just delaying the inevitable. Wonder what happened there. Could have been good. Although he wasn't running hot, so maybe it's just a routine transport. But anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I think the other rider groups, the owners groups, are going to eventually meet the same fate. I think a lot of your clubs or your riders associations and rider groups are going to meet an end. I just do. It's not what it used to be. You know, like I said, most people are out doing their own thing, want to ride, you know, ride their own ride, whatever. They can't be bothered to, you know, show up for a meeting once a month, or, you know, do a couple group rides. But, you know, whatever, that's their own prerogative. Everybody's their own person. They can do what they want. I also don't see the same thing happen in a lot of clubs, and a lot of especially the more, you know, like Comet Vets Association, Green Knight, Sight. I don't think you're going to see them going away. Obviously, the MCs aren't going away anytime soon either. And 1% clubs also are not going away anytime soon. But I think what you're going to see is these laissez-faire, you know, you can be kind of a foot in, foot out, don't really have to commit too much. I think those are going to go more and more by the wayside, because what's going to happen is eventually the 3 people that are doing everything for the group are finally going to get sick of it. And they're going to just leave and give up, or B, they're going to get someone else to take over, and basically they'll just sink the ship because they don't want to put in the work. So, but is what it is. Too bad, so sad, you know, whatever. If you're a Goldwing Road Rider Association member, I am very sorry that you lost your association. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Except for maybe this. Hey, you know what? If you're in a local area that has a chapter that got like 20 people in it, you know what? Be your own riding group. Be your own riders association. Just be a local association. There's nothing wrong with that either. Hell, they're not saying you still can't get together and do rides. Excuse me. You just might have to do things just a little bit differently. Which, you know what? That's kind of the way of the world. And honestly, that brings me to the next part of news for Goldwingers. So, rumor has it that the Goldwing is being discontinued. Now, I've heard everything from it's only going to be at the Japanese market, to it's going away everywhere, to all this talking makes me thirsty, to it's not going anywhere, to it's just a manual transmission, blah blah blah. Of course, first of all, here's the thing, it's rumors. I guess the story I read, I understood it to mean, the way I read it was that the Goldwing and a bunch of these other smaller motorcycles are going away in the Japanese market. At least that's the article I said was. Honestly, I think, if anything, that's what it's going to be. Maybe they're going away in the Japanese market. I don't think it's going anywhere for a while yet in the US market. I really don't. And maybe I'm wrong, but I've heard from other Goldwingers, other vloggers that have said it's still damn near impossible to get the 22s right now for Goldwings. And people are still, you know, like, to me, if Honda was really discontinuing the Goldwing for next year, I mean, and this is basically reiterating Cruiseman's point, do you really think they'd be still trying to sell stuff at marked up prices, or would they be trying to liquidate? I mean, but you know how the Goldwing rumor well gets, man. We turn into a bunch of hens when it comes to talking about the damn Goldwing. So, but here's the thing, I can almost tie it to this other one. And granted, I know this loudest, the ones that are unhappy are loudest voices, but my God, the amount of whining and complaining that goes on from Goldwing's owners is ridiculous. It just complain about everything. My God. I mean, I am so tired of hearing the bitching about the Goldwing only comes in 3 colors. It's only come in 3 colors for like 20 years now, dude. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, if you've seen the same thing for 20 years, what makes you think it's gonna change next year? Like, come on. Like, Goldwings are in limited colors. That's the way it is. You know what? If you want 50 million colors, you know what? Go to fucking Harley. Go to Harley Davidson. They will sell you any color under the sun. If you're worried about having a special color for your bike, then go to Harley Davidson. Otherwise, you're gonna have to shell out and put factory paint on it. Or not factory, but you have to shell out and put aftermarket paint on. That's just the way it is. Welcome to the world, you know? Like, sorry. Get over it. And yeah, I get the crew that was on the old 1800s and they just refuse to buy a new one because it's too much technology, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I get it. I get it. But then why are you throwing a fit about the Goldwing being discontinued? I mean, shouldn't you be happy? You hate the new one so much. Shouldn't you be happy about it? I mean, just saying. But I don't think, like I said, I think it's going to be a bit for the Goldwing, the new Goldwings disappear from the United States of America because of they've been discontinued. And anyway, regardless of what that is, I mean, Things are changing in the world. Things are changing in motorcycling. I mean, there's places in the country where, you know, in 13 years, you won't be able to buy something with combustion engine. I mean, it's coming. And honestly, it's coming whether we like it or not. I mean, we can sit there and scream from the mountaintops and cry and whine about the whole time, but here's the thing, things are changing. I think the time is going to come, and I think it's going to be in the not so distant future where, you know, I think it may happen even in my lifetime where combustion engines will not be available for sale in the United States anymore. I think eventually something like that's going to come down the pipe. I don't think it's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be a while, because let's face it, the charging infrastructure in this country needs some serious help before we're going to go all electric. Because I can tell you this one, Americans do not have the patience when they're on a road trip to sit in one place in the middle of nowhere for four flipping hours waiting for, you know, waiting for a charge. I mean, it's just not in the MO. I will say this, motorcycle wise, honestly, if Harley Davidson, you know, did go all electric, you know, I tell you what, just put about 30 freaking charging stations outside of every popular motorcycle bar, and guess what? Your local bar cruiser motorcyclist, hell, they'd be able to have an electric motorcycle, no problem. Just go in, plug it in, drink your beer, ride 20 miles, go in, plug it in, drink your beer. I mean, but that's the truth, fellas. Things is changing. I will tell you this much, I'm enjoying as much as I can, because you never know. You never know what might come down the pipe. You just don't. But I do know this. It is 75 degrees outside. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful summer day here in the Black Hills. And I'm enjoying the living daylights out of it, because you know what? That's what you need to do. Get on your bike, live in the moment, and enjoy the hell of it. Put your $5 to $6 gas in there, complain about the price of it, and go on and keep enjoying your ride. And yep, that gas costs a whole bunch, but you know what? I didn't have to sit around at a charging station for 3 hours waiting for it to charge up, so that's always a good thing. But I think I've done ranting now. This has been quite the rant, to be honest with you. But bottom line is this: things are changing. It's how it is. Enjoy what you got, because you never know when it's going to be taken away from you. And in the end, life in general, we have a short life. We do. Life is short. There ain't a lot of time. So with that time you've been given, enjoy it. Enjoy it, soak it up, enjoy everything. Enjoy the little things. Enjoy the things that make you happy. And just enjoy the hell out of it. But anyways, if you like this video, hit the like button. For those of you that dislike the video, which I'm sure a lot of you will, go ahead and just hit the dislike button. It's okay. It is quite fine with me. It's quite fine with me. If you have a comment to write, please write that comment. Go ahead and write it down. I mean, granted, if it's a stupid comment that's not relevant, guess what? It's going to get deleted. Like if you're trying to sell or, you know, crap like that, guess what? It's going to get deleted. If it's offensive, you know the deal. You're on YouTube. You clicked OK on the terms of user agreement, so here's what it is. If you don't like it, well, guess what? Too damn bad. Stop using YouTube. But anyways, like the video if you liked it, dislike if you don't. Feel free to comment. If you like what you see here, go ahead and give the Sodak Motorcycle Blog a follow. And keep staying around for more content. Also, you can hit that bell notification icon to be alerted of future videos, but I'll make it easy for you. Every Thursday, 7 p.m. Mountain Time here in the United States, a new video comes out. Pretty simple, right? So, if you don't want the notification or the bell icon, guess what? Just tune in on Thursdays. But once again, I'm Clutch from the Sodak Motorcycle Blog, and we'll see you later.